Your dentist likely told you that gum recession is a one-way street, that once that pink tissue is gone, it is gone forever, and your only option is a painful, expensive surgical graft scraped from the roof of your mouth. But what if I told you that this medical fact is actually a misunderstanding of the human body's capacity for repair? The truth is, your mouth is a self-healing ecosystem. But modern dental advice has you unknowingly waging chemical and mechanical warfare against it every single day. In this video, we are going to dismantle the myths that are destroying your gum line. I am going to reveal the 5 healthy habits that are actually stripping your roots bare. And I will give you the exact, step-by-step, biological protocol to remineralize your teeth and encourage your gums to reattach and grow back. This isn't about magic. It is about biochemistry. Give me your attention for the next 40 minutes, and I will give you a roadmap to save your smile without going under the knife. The hidden science of the oral microbiome. Before we fix the problem, we have to understand why it is happening. Most people think gum recession is just wear and tear or getting old. That is false. Gum recession is a symptom of a hostile environment. Your mouth is supposed to be a protective coral reef, teeming with beneficial bacteria and bathed in a mineral-rich fluid called saliva. When your gums recede, they are fleeing. They are pulling away from irritation, acidity, and trauma. The medical establishment treats the symptom. They patch the hole. We are going to treat the environment. To do that, we first need to stop the damage. You might be surprised to learn that the very things you are doing to save your teeth are the things accelerating their destruction. Let's look at the silent killers. The 5 healthy habits destroying your gums. 1. The aggressive flossing myth. We need to address the elephant in the room. You have been brainwashed to believe that if your gums are bleeding or receding, you aren't flossing enough. The reality is often the opposite. The attachment between your gum and your tooth is delicate. It is not designed to be sawed at with a nylon string every single night. When you snap floss down into the gum pocket aggressively, you are physically severing the microscopic fibers that attach the gum to the root. You are creating a chronic wound. If you scratched your arm in the same spot every day, it would never heal. It would scar and pull back. That is what is happening to your gums. We need to move from mechanical excavation to gentle disruption. Flossing has its place, but the way 90% of people do it is traumatic. If you are seeing black triangles appear between your teeth, stop sawing. You are cutting away the very tissue you are trying to save. 2. The acidic wellness trap. We live in a culture obsessed with wellness drinks. You start your day with hot lemon water, you sip apple cider vinegar for digestion, or you nurse a green smoothie for 2 hours. You think you are being healthy, but you are bathing your teeth in acid. Enamel softens at a pH of 5.5. Cementum, the softer layer on your roots, exposed by recession, dissolves at an even higher pH. When you sip on acidic drinks, or even sparkling water, throughout the day, your saliva never gets a chance to neutralize the mouth. You are keeping your mouth in a constant state of demineralization. In this state, your gums cannot heal. They are chemically burned and pull back to protect the bone. If you sip, you strip. 3. The sterilization obsession, alcohol, mouthwash. Marketing has convinced us that bacteria are the enemy, and we need to kill 99.9% of germs. This is a disastrous approach. Your mouth requires a microbiome to function. It needs good bacteria to produce nitric oxide, which regulates blood pressure and gum health. When you use a strong, alcohol-based antiseptic mouthwash, you are nooking the ecosystem. You kill the bad guys, yes, but you also kill the good guys that protect your gums. Without the protective biofilm, your gums become inflamed and vulnerable. You are drying out the tissue, and dry tissue shrinks. Think of a grape turning into a raisin. That is your gum tissue on alcohol. 4. The whitening abrasion in the quest for Hollywood white teeth. Millions of people are using charcoal toothpaste or baking soda pastes daily. These are abrasives. Imagine taking sandpaper to a painted wall. Eventually, you sand right through the paint to the drywall. When you have receding gums, the root of the tooth is exposed. This root does not have hard enamel, it has soft cementum. When you scrub this with abrasive whitening pastes, you aren't just cleaning the tooth, you are gouging out the root structure. This causes that sharp sensitivity to cold and creates a groove that traps plaque, forcing the gum to retreat further down to find a smooth surface to attach to. 5. Mouth breathing and dryness. This is the most overlooked factor. Saliva is the magical elixir that heals gums. It is full of calcium, phosphate, and immune cells. If you sleep with your mouth open, or if you are stressed and breathing through your mouth during the day, your gums dry out. Without the bath of saliva, the bacterial balance shifts instantly towards pathogens that cause decay and inflammation. If you wake up with a dry mouth, you are losing bone and gum tissue while you sleep. No amount of brushing can compensate for 8 hours of desert-like conditions in your mouth every night. The regeneration protocol, the solution. Now that we have stopped the damage, we can start the healing. This is a biological protocol. It requires patience. You didn't lose your gums overnight, and you won't grow them back overnight. But if you follow these 5 steps for 12 weeks, you will see changes that science says are impossible. 1. The Xylitol strategy. This is the cornerstone of the protocol. Xylitol is a natural sugar alcohol that acts as a Trojan horse for bad bacteria. The bacteria that cause plaque and gum disease eat the xylitol, thinking it is sugar, but they cannot digest it. They starve to death and lose their ability to stick to your teeth. But here is the key. Frequency matters more than quantity. You need to expose your mouth to xylitol at least 5 times a day. Use 100% xylitol gum or mints immediately after every meal, snack, and drink. This stops the acid attack instantly. By clearing out the bad bacteria without nooking the good ones like mouthwash does, you create a safe space for the gums to relax and reattach. 2. The rest and digest rule for teeth. You must give your mouth time to heal. This means you need distinct periods of time, 3 to 4 hours between meals where only water touches your teeth. No snacking, no sipping coffee for 4 hours. During these rest periods, your saliva becomes supersaturated with minerals from your jawbone. This super saliva washes over the teeth and gums, repairing the microscopic damage and hardening the root surface. If you are constantly eating, your saliva remains acidic and digestive, not reparative. We need to switch your mouth from eating mode to healing mode. 3. The gentle stimulation technique. Throw away your hard and medium toothbrushes. Get the softest brush you can find, or a specialized ultra-soft surgical brush. We are going to change how you brush. Instead of scrubbing back and forth, which saws the gum, use a small circular motion or a sweep-up motion from the gum toward the tooth. You want to massage the gum tissue, stimulating blood flow without abrasion. Think of it as physical therapy for your gums. You are bringing fresh, oxygenated blood to the surface to fuel repair. Do this gently. If the bristles splay, you are pressing too hard. For alkaline oral drenches to accelerate healing, we need to ensure the mouth environment is alkaline. Pathogens thrive in acid. Healing happens in alkalinity. Twice a day, preferably morning and night before bed, use a simple alkaline rinse. You can buy specialized alkaline mouthwashes, alcohol-free, or create a simple solution with water and a pinch of salt. This isn't about killing bacteria. It's about changing the terrain so the gums feel safe to slide back up the tooth. 5. Systemic support. Vitamin K2 and D3. We cannot ignore the internal engine. Your gums are anchored to the jawbone. If the bone recedes, the gum follows. You cannot have high gums on low bone. To support bone density, you need vitamin D3 to absorb calcium and vitamin K2 to direct that calcium into the bone, not the arteries. Many people have plenty of calcium but lack the K2 to get it to the jaw. Supplementing with a high-quality D3K2 blend tells your body to reinforce the alveolar bone that supports your teeth. When the bone is strong, the gums have a foundation to build upon. The hidden saboteurs troubleshooting. You might follow this protocol perfectly and still struggle. If that is the case, we need to look at the mechanical forces at play. There are two major saboteurs that are almost never discussed in standard dentistry regarding recession. 1. The orthodontic paradox, Invisalign and retainers. I have seen countless cases where a patient has perfect hygiene but terrible recession. The common denominator, clear aligners or retainers. When you move teeth with Invisalign or braces, you are pushing the tooth through the bone. If you push a tooth too far forward, expanding the arch, you can push the root right out of the housing of the bone. The gum has no bone to support it, so it vanishes. Furthermore, retainers cover the teeth and prevent saliva from touching the gums and teeth all night long. They create a stagnant, acidic trap against the gum line. If you have been wearing a retainer for years and have recession, you must consult with your orthodontist about permanent bonded retainers wires behind the teeth instead of plastic trays that cover the gums. You need your saliva to touch your gums to heal them. 2. The night grind bruxism. If you clench or grind your teeth at night, you are putting hundreds of pounds of pressure on the neck of the tooth. This causes the tooth to flex slightly at the gum line. This flexing pops little crystals of enamel off the tooth, a process called abfraction. This leaves a notch at the gum line that looks exactly like recession. It isn't caused by bacteria. It's caused by structural failure from pressure. If you wake up with a tight jaw or headaches, you must address the grinding, often through stress management or magnesium supplementation or the physical. Trauma will continue to destroy the gum attachment regardless of how clean your teeth are. We have covered a massive amount of ground. We have shifted the paradigm from clean the tooth to heal the environment. Here is your mission for the next 12 weeks. I want you to commit to the 90-day Gum Rescue Challenge. Stop the aggressive flossing and the acidic sipping. Implement the Xylitol protocol 5 times a day. Allow your mouth to rest between meals to let saliva do its work. Use only soft, massaging motions when brushing. Take a photo of your teeth today. Pull your lip down, get good lighting, and document the black triangles and the exposed roots. Do this protocol, and then take another photo in 90 days. You do not have to accept the narrative that your body is broken or that surgery is your only fate. Your body is a healing machine, but you have to provide the right raw materials and stop the daily assaults. If you found value in this deep dive, I want you to leave a comment below. Tell me, I am starting the 90-day challenge. Let's build a community of people taking back control of their health, one tooth at a time. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the science of longevity and vitality. I'll see you in the next video.